Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another review, this time of set 71809, Egalt, the Master Dragon, 532 pieces, 5 figures, and it retails for $70, and it released last year. Side of the box art had, or corner of the box art has Kai and Egalt, dragon you get in the set. Plus, the background is, I believe, they're like dojos, sanctuary, wherever, where they get trained by Egalt. And then side of the box shows Lloyd in action, spinning around. And then the back of the box shows potentially that's 1-to-1 scale. If not, just showing off a front profile of the face. And then showing off just, the dragon more. Top of the box has some of the figures, plus Lloyd, 1-to-1. Then you open it up right here with the push tab. Inside is 6 bags, a sticker sheet right there, and the wings, which are just like, they're plastic wings, so you just pop them out of here, looks like. That bit is popping out right there. To put on him when you are nearing the end of the build. And then bag of the instructions showing off other sets that released alongside this set, and I do have reviews on everything except the dragon things and the 4+ set. So let's get this set built. All right, now that we have the set built, first let's take a look at the figures. First off is Lloyd, and he looks very good. I am a fan of this design for the ninja. I like the armory look for him. So he's got like the sort of armor plating going up all around with the symbol for his element, assumedly, in that top right corner. The green belt obviously goes down onto the legs, different shade of green there with some more armor plating, it looks like there. The back is much the same with more of that printing, and maybe that's that gold bit you can see shimmering there is meant to be text, but also maybe not. And then underneath, he's got the facial expression meant for under the mask, and then an unhappy one with the green eyes. But, obviously both faces can be under the mask as well. Then there is Nia, and she's got, much the same thing. The belt is different, right? Lloyd's was going down in the center, split onto either leg. Hers is off to one side, but it, like the armor plating, is the exact same design, just in her colors instead. And then, same thing on the back. And I think just going based off of the slight differences, it looks like, I think that gold is kind of meant to be text, but I don't speak Ninjago-ese, so maybe I'm wrong. Same thing, that under the mask face, and then a crazy kind of battle smile. And for some reason, Nia alone came with a hairpiece as well. So for just Nia, if you want to swap out and have a hairpiece for her, you can do that. I don't mind the option to customize, of course. It's just kind of like, Lloyd, obviously his hairpiece is in production. The only one that obviously would make sense to only include one or the other is Sora, because she's a bit different in terms of, that one big piece for the mask and everything. But regardless, it's an option whether you want her in the ninja mask or with just her hair and no mask. Next is Sora though, and she's looking good as always. She's got that one golden arm with the arm printing going down the sides of it. All her different straps and buckles with the little like cat key on there. And then back is going to have a little cat logo symbol as well. Then underneath, she's got 2 facial expressions, a very angry one, and then this one's more serene, just with the glowing eyes, because she's using her elemental powers. 3 very nice good guy figures. Then there is Lord Roz. This is like, I think, my 3rd Lord Roz of just this design, but it is a nice looking design. He's got the purple like robes going on the outside, that metal belt with the wolf logo in blue there in the center, some black robing and gray underneath that, and then the robing continues down onto his legs. Back of him has little like moon symbol as well, and then obviously one big molded headpiece and a very nice built hammer that I quite like. And then there is Cinder, who I think I've got like 12 of him now, it feels like, but he does still look good. He's got the purple robes going down the center, like a purple cloth, some lettering on it, the blue wolf emblem in the center there, armor detailing on the back, and 2 facial expressions, one just neutral looking without smoke covering half his face, and the other one slightly more mad looking with smoke covering the bottom half, and then this kind of funky little sword design. Now, before getting to old Egalt, first off, there is this little side build, just a little tree with some pink leaves, and then the Gong of Awakening, or whatever, with the hammer to bash on it. Simple little side build, nothing too much to talk about there. Now, for Egalt, he is, first off, very long, with the tail and everything. He has quite a profile, I guess. Takes up a lot of space. And I'm gonna be honest, I feel like I get like this with like pretty much a lot of the dragon sets. I like how they look, and I especially like how he looks. I am a fan of the design and everything. Like, I think it looks cool, but I never end up liking the actual dragon set as much as, like, you know, the vehicles, like the mechs or the cars or the planes or whatever. Like, I think I just never like how they make them like stand and stuff. I've especially had issues with like the fire dragon from Legacy. Posability was like an issue, and obviously for this one, I don't know, something about it. He has no joint, so it's just, you can rotate this and then you can rotate the foot, but it's just that one solid piece that is used on a lot of the smaller $20 mechs as well. But you know, there's that foot posability, and the claws can be moved around as well. But it's just, I don't know, with mechs you can do like a lot more, I feel, and they pose better. And of course, they're also, I think, easier to display because like the vertical profile, they take up space vertically, but they're not taking up a ton of space, you know, in other ways, whereas this guy's just gonna take up space. He does have a cool molded headpiece, or it's 2 molded pieces. You can open it up though and then close it back up. He's got the little whiskers there for his little, it's not a beard, dragon mustache, I guess. The cool little hat as well with some horns poking out on top, and he's got some feather pieces going down his back. And then honestly, the wings they're plastic ones, and I'm not crazy about those. I kind of like the cloth ones more. That was one thing I did like about that Legacy Fire Dragon, was that set overall was not great for me, at least, but I did like the cloth wings. The plastic ones just feel meh, but they can move around a bit, not a ton, but up and down and over there. They're on those ball joints right along his back. Then over here, he's got a place where you can stick some figures if you'd like, and a sword for him that he can hold in his tail. There's a clip for it that I will show off. And his back legs are clipped onto a ball joint there, so they have a bit of, they can rotate only like that. There's no side posability. Those can't be pulled out anymore. So this is as far as they spread out. And then the actual tail is a series of ball joints. The first one is connected by 2 ball joints, so it does not go up or down. So side to side is all you get for the whole tail, and then you can go down and a little bit up with each other one, so you can curl them all up, look like that, or obviously they can curl down a lot more, and you can do that, which is, I guess, a bit of a space saver if you do it that way. And then, you know, any other which way, there is a variety of options with the tail in terms of posing. And then removing that sword from its clip. It's a nice little sword design. Pretty simple, of course, just a big molded piece and then a couple parts for the handle. But clip it in right here, and now he's wielding it with his tail. So that's a fun little thing. Overall, it's not a bad set. If you like dragon sets, it's a good pickup. It's got good figures. It is a good build. I don't know. I think I just end up not liking dragons that much, you know? Which is a shame, because it's a big part in Ninjago, right? But honestly, like, maybe it's partially nostalgia talking, but like a couple years ago now, I picked up the old Golden Dragon set from like 2012, which I had also owned as a kid. Like a lot of my other sets as a kid, that got broken up, and so at this point I only have pieces from that original version. that I had. But those like OG dragons with like the blade wings and like 2 legs, I feel like I just liked them more. I don't know, they pose better, I think, and they're easier to put up and display. Like this thing is, I don't know where I'm gonna find space for him, and in all honesty, I don't know if I want to find space for them. You know, he looks nice, but I don't know, I think I'm gonna have to just maybe avoid the dragons from now on. Maybe tell myself, you know, and if I want the figures, maybe just pick them up by themselves, because at the end of the day, they're just not my thing, you know. But tangent aside, if you stuck around through that 2 minutes, you know, if you want to see other Lego content, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, do all that, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.